Hey viewers, my name's Cara. Today's the 27th day of April, so therefore it's the 27th vlog every day in April for 2014. And I keep remembering a bunch of different video ideas that I've either been wanting to do for a really long time, or video projects that I have to work on and finish up that you guys know have been coming for a long time, or new ones that I've been meaning to do, and I keep making lists of them, and I just keep remembering all of them, and I'm like, oh, I want to do that right now, but wait, I can't do that right now because I have to do this other thing, and there's so many videos in my head, and they're gonna happen eventually, but they can't happen right now. And today, I'm gonna postpone those things, because I want to talk about a couple of things around the house, because it's Sunday, and today was my Earth Day service at church, where the committee that I am co-chair of, the Green Sanctuary planning team, planned and executed the service, and I forgot to count how many people were there, but we had a pretty good turnout, actually, which was exciting, and we had some really awesome stuff happened. First of all, we had a musician, a UU musician, Dale Rogers, came to play guitar for us, and that's how he makes his living. He's a musician all the time. So he was actually already hired to come on the 27th of April before we knew that that was going to be our Earth Day service, so we ended up being able to use his music and his accompaniment in our songs, which was really nice. And like I mentioned before, we sang To My Old Brown Earth by Pete Seeger, and we made it in his memory since he passed away this past January. And there's a video online, a version of the song where he sings it, and then a choir comes in and sings it much slower and like beautifully, as choirs tend to do, and he says a brief commentary over the choir singing, and it's not in the music, I just found it in that video online, so when I saw that I thought, I have to do that for the service. So I was the one who read that commentary. I'll put a link to the YouTube video of his doing it in the description of the video, but that's the commentary that I read, and everyone really loved it. And we had a woman from an animal rescue sanctuary that's local in Ohio. She came in and brought a rescued rooster and talked about the work that they do and how they are called on by the police departments or sheriff's departments or whoever is on, whoever, for example, gets called to a domestic abuse case and then they find out that it's also the animals on the property have been abused, and so they will call in this rescue team to rescue the animals that were involved. And this group, they do not rescue the animals unless a cruelty charge is also prosecuted, or unless the people are also prosecuted on a cruelty charge. I said that strangely. So we learned a lot of cool stuff from her, and then after that we had a Millennium Salon meeting for the Peace Seekers group, and a woman from Cleveland Peace Action came to talk to us about government spending and the new budget that was proposed by Obama, and how much of it goes to the military and war, and how much of it goes to education and veterans affairs and the environment and all these different things, and just like where our money is going and how we can cut spending in areas where it's really overblown and we really don't need it as much in order to use it in other places that don't get as much attention. So I learned a lot of cool things today. And then I came home, separated all of my recycling, because I've had recycling in piles just like everywhere, in the kitchen, in the living room. I had some in my car, so I brought in all my little boxes. I saved the boxes from my kitty litter. I buy the ones in boxes with handles purposely because I reuse those for either moving or storing things or carrying my recycling to and from, because it's small enough that I can carry them. It's not like a huge recycling bin, garbage can thing at a time. So I brought those in, sorted my recycling, because on my way to my friend's house this evening to take care of her animals, I'm going to stop by the recycling place and get rid of all that stuff. I usually recycle my paper and cardboard items at my church because we have one of those, it's like a fundraiser type thing, the church gets money for it, and we also have a clothing drop-off bin now, and not only does the church get money from people donating to that, but there's also a receipt that it can be tax deductible. And there's a lot of stuff that I've been meaning to get rid of, and I just didn't know what to do with it because I didn't want to throw it away, but I don't really have many people to give it to. I've been giving some to my friend Moon for her girls, and then they take some of it and the rest of it they donate to someone else that they know, etc., etc. So I've been doing that with some of the things, but some things I don't think the girls would like or won't fit them or whatever, so I wanted to do something good with that, so I think that this will be a really good option. So I got some of that stuff ready, and I want to show you a couple of things around the house. For the first thing, we have to go to the back room. I got Sierra a new scratcher full of catnip, which she's super excited about, and this is sort of my home improvement project of the past couple of weeks. I have this extra roll of linoleum from when my landlord and landlady did the floor. They said that I could use this extra lino for whatever, and I decided it would be cool to put it up against the wall so that I could have Sierra's litter box all the way in the corner instead of being out here, kind of close to my table and chairs and whatnot, and that way it's all the way back in the corner and I don't have to worry about her making a mess on the walls, and it's easy to clean. I can just scrub that. If I have to, I can take it down. It's just tacked up there, and it looks kind of nice. Huh, Sierra? You like your little private area type deal? Yeah, I feel like a crazy cat person, I know. She agrees. I have a Be In poster on my wall from when I was in hair in college. And for the other thing, we have to go to the front of the house. I found out when my garbage day is, and you may wonder why I didn't know that since I've been living here for several months. And that's because I have been living here since halfway through January, and it took me until just now to fill up one garbage bag with garbage. And that is because I recycle absolutely everything that can be recycled. And that is most of the things that I use. So in this bag is pretty much any kind of food packaging material that can't be recycled, which is very little of what I use because most things I get are recyclable. And any kind of food waste, any kind of stuff like what I swept up off the floor, like little dust and things like that. And probably the majority of that is kitty litter. Because when I used to live like out by the woods, I would just take the kitty litter outside and throw it in the woods somewhere. But I can't do that here because I live in a neighborhood and I'm in the middle of the neighborhood, so there are woods like on that side and on that side, but they're not behind my house, and I can't just like walk through people's yards to get to the woods, you know. But if not for having the kitty litter, it probably actually would have taken me twice as long to fill up one of these garbage bags. Because depending on where you live, I don't know if everyone, you know, around the world might know about that, or even, I don't know, I just don't know. But the garbage companies around here, you can buy a bunch of bags that are huge like that. You just buy the package of like 25 bags or some big amount of bags for some decently large amount of money. Not large, like $25, but still, to me that's a lot. That's like a tank of gas. But then you don't pay for garbage pickup. They pick it up for free. So, of course, I don't want to waste these bags, and they're enormous. You can fit so much in these bags. So, again, I have been living here since halfway through January, and it took me until the end of April to fill up one bag with garbage, because everything else is recyclable. Isn't that amazing? Also, the other day when I borrowed the vacuums and was vacuuming my rugs, I finally unrolled this old rug that used to be in my bedroom at my old house and vacuumed it because it was all covered in dog hair. And a lot of the hair on this rug is from my old dog who's not alive anymore, and that was kind of sad. I was like, I almost don't want to vacuum it up. It's really funny because like you get so annoyed by it being there, but then as soon as the source of it is no longer around, you're like, I don't really mind having the hair so much. So this is up here by my desk upstairs, but I don't have a chair up here all the time. And this is the picture of me that was on the set of the show that I just did. We had giant playing card pieces. They were built into the proscenium arch around the stage, and they were lit up from like underneath and on top. So every time I came on stage for a scene, my card lit up so that the audience knows which players are currently in a scene. So I got to take that home, and one of my co-stars said I look like Troy and Belisario in this picture, and I was like, you're not the first person to tell me that I look like her, because several of you viewers have said that I look like her. So there's that enormous picture of me. I keep it upstairs. I'm trying to think of whether there are any other things that I did to the... Oh! I hit the ceiling. I'm trying to think if there are any other things that I did to the house, but not really. Unless you want to see how my water turns stuff blue. Look at that. Normal? No, I don't think so. And that's after I ran water on it and made it go away. The whole drain was full of it. It looks like toothpaste, but it's from the water. It's weird. I need to get it tested. Remember I said I bought a bunch of combs? Yep. The stuff on my bathroom is organized in rainbow color order because I'm that person. I'm basically really weird, and this is my house, so there you go. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Thanks very much for watching. Don't forget to be awesome, blessed be, and goodbye.